Just heard news of some speculation about a scientific breakthrough inside of OpenAI, an algorithm called Q star, according to Reuters, who is the outlet that heard or received this leak or received this inside intel. Seems quite speculative to me. We'll have to wait and see if this is true. Apparently, it's Q-star is an algorithm that has shown early signs of uh, general intelligence in mathematical problem solving. Again, very little details, very little evidence that it's even true or any of this is real. Curious how this video will age. Could be in a year's time, or a week's time, month's time, year's time, decades time. I'll be looking back at this video going, what? Or I'll be looking back at the video and the world will have completely changed, and I'll be able to look at this video and say that I remember that night, the night before the singularity. Maybe somewhere in the middle, but I don't know if it has anything to do with deep Q learning, which is kind of where um, you know some of this started with like the Brick Breaker demonstration, the Atari game demonstrations from I believe it was DeepMind. I mean, Q learning has been around for a while. I think that was Richard Sutton's work, if I recall. But I don't know if it has anything to do with that. Regarding the whole mathematical problem solving, I get that if you can demonstrate generalized knowledge and understanding of mathematics, like you obviously can memorize how to solve a problem and not truly understand the fundamental nature of the mathematics, but through rigorous problems, um, presenting rigorous problems, or certain problems you can kind of demonstrate whether the person or the entity has like true mathematical understanding. But I do wonder like how far that will actually go in terms of getting computers to understand mathematics. Like, will they be able to contribute new mathematical understanding? Like, how can we measure, how do we leverage um, like true mathematical intelligence? First, how do we even know whether it's true mathematical intelligence, and how do we utilize it to like actually do useful things? I don't know. Not sure about it, but I do wonder like whether just having LLMs or whatever just kind of look at a bunch of math problems and learn what the right answer is, and then see some kind of generalization from that. I mean, I think that could work pretty well for many cases, but I suspect that a different approach needs to be taken. And maybe they're using a different approach for Q star if that is if it turns out that's real. Maybe they're taking a unique approach that does lead to true mathematical understanding. But I almost feel like the algorithm needs to kind of play with the real world, play with the universe, the raw materials, to get a sense of what's really going on. And to be honest, it might not come up with the same results as us in some areas. With like physics, its frame of reference, it's a different type of observer, so it might have different sort of perspective or interpretation of the same natural phenomenon that we observe. So maybe more tomorrow.